Hello, and good Tuesday, April 24th, 2012. I'm Kagan, and this is Rocketboom. Boy, did I have a story for you guys, but there's no way I'm going to be playing it, especially after some of the comments I got yesterday about my overacting. And definitely not on the same day as Annie Oakley Day. I mean, how did I know today is the day we commemorate Annie Oakley meeting Buffalo Bill? There's no way I can compete with that. Everyone's going to be playing. When I saw the news last night, I was shocked, especially because I used to want to be her. So I thought, I could do this. I could do this and give everyone a visual explainer. But then what? Maybe I could talk more about the pressure of having to come up with your first story. Perhaps others could relate and I could make a club, the Trouble Coming Up With Your First Story Club. I even made a hashtag that's iron-proof against any censorship. Anytime you have a first episode and need support, I'll be looking for you here. #first. Got pretty busy out there on the filtering front, so I thought of a better way. Appeal to authority. I noticed journalists love to use experts when presenting their hypothesis objectively. According to the Slate political reporter and MSNBC contributor David Weigel, according to Craig Allen, a university professor at Arizona State and historian of TV news, the use of the word breaking in news has been, quote, trivialized. Which is exactly what I wanted to say, and that it's not always about being first. This article from the very prestigious New York Times, which just came out, is also helpful in illuminating some of the pressures of doing news by quoting, quote, Jim Bankoff, the head of Vox Media, which operates the sports website SB Nation, and the technology site The Verge for saying, quote, people don't just consume it, they like it, retweet it, and email it. All of this sharing leads to more sharing, which sets off a trend, which sparks more coverage, end quote. In referring to last month's Coney 2012 spectacle, sometimes this can be very distracting, sometimes even suffocating, and yet we seem to gain something from it, a common online conversation, a common ground, or at the very least, a currency for jokes. And then, just as suddenly, we switch over to the next big story. In other stories, Gawker is set to introduce a whole new commenting system this Thursday. Founder Nick Denton explained that previous iterations of rewarding commenters with recognition, points, and badges didn't work. You know, sometimes you just gotta suck it up and listen to what people are trying to say, and just try to improve on your own content. I wouldn't know if that works because I've only ever gotten a few positive comments, so I'm just speculating. So his new system will provide commenters with tools to manage and control the conversations that they spark, to become commentators. Which brings me back to my top story, which will now have to shelf and be known as the episode that never was, thanks to Annie Oakley Day.